Hi FlossTube, my name's Dana and my channel name is Gemstone Stitches. I'm back to update you on what I have been working on. I have made a good amount of progress on four projects. That's about how much I worked on since the last time I saw you. It is August 17th, I believe, 2020. Not much changed. We're supposed to start school, I think, next week or the following. Just my son, he's 5, he would start kindergarten. My daughter's too young to be in school. But they went ahead and postponed it to September 8th just to be more prepared for, or get more things in order for what's going on in the world right now. The way our school district is doing it is they're going to have 2 days in school and 3 days virtual, and your child will either go Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, Friday. So that only half the kids are at school at a time. They're trying to do as much social distancing as they can, and if they have half the kids in class, then that makes it easier. And so then they'll do Monday, Tuesday with one group, they'll clean the school top to bottom, and then the next group comes in on Thursday, Friday. So we'll see how that goes. I've been doing like kindergarten workbooks with my son every day to try to get started with learning at home and get him kind of used to mom being the teacher part of the time. And I guess he'll be better prepared to start kindergarten too by doing some of that workbook. We do have a few kids in the neighborhood who would start kindergarten, so we're hoping that maybe our kids might be in the same class so that we can kind of do a pod type learning, you know, like the parents could take turns with the kids on the virtual days, which would be really nice. But first of all, you have to hope that you're on the same days, either Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, Friday, and then you have to hope you have the same kindergarten teacher. So chances are small, but maybe that'd be nice. We're still working at home, my husband and I, and they've extended that till December 31st. I'm still pregnant. Tomorrow I'll be 35 weeks, so got 5 weeks to go. So I thought I'd get on here to provide an update. I don't know if I'll be able to get back on before the baby's born, so it might be a little while before my next update. We'll see what happens. You never know. I'm drinking some tea, decaf tea, because I already had my caffeine limit for the day. For my Prince Edward Island Anna Green Gables mug. I actually went to Prince Edward Island and visited the Anna Green Gables exhibit, museum, whatever it would be, which was amazing because I've always loved Anna Green Gables. Okay, so the last time I saw you, I was working on Victorian Dollhouse by Joan Elliot. And I decided to start this in July for Joan Elliot. July, and I'd been itching to start it anyway. I did not actually make too much progress on this. Not as much as I would have liked, but that's okay. This is where it was the last time you saw it. and here it is now. So I'm working on what seems like maybe the master bedroom or the biggest bedroom. I got the bed pretty much all the way done. I couldn't find, there's little pink stitches in the pillows, and I couldn't find that pink color, so that's not stitched in yet. But this is like the wallpaper, and then there's just a bunch of wood, brown tones in it. It's really easy stitch. I'm stitching it on 28 count Ariel cashel linen, and I'm doing 2 strands of thread over 2. And this is a better color representation of the fabric than the last time. The sky blue, cloudy looking. So I'm in this bedroom here doing this. What I plan to do is stitch a bedroom and then do all the back stitching and then move on around the project, because it's pretty big, and I've heard that Joan Elliot has a lot of back stitching in her stuff, so maybe I will change the way I do it and back stitch a little bit as I go, because usually I don't back stitch, as you'll see in my next project. So the next thing I was working on, this is all getting all gross, is Sweet Dreams stocking. It's a Dimensions Gold stocking kit. I'm using the Ada that came in the pack. I don't know what, something got on there. And this is where it was the last time that you saw it. And here it is now. So I am making my way down the toe of the stocking. So the last time I had stitched the little boy and girl on their pillows and things, and so I started doing the arm of the couch right here, and then I did all the red of the blanket. It's a plaid and red and green blanket there. And I realized at some point when I was starting in with the green that I might have got off a little bit on the plaid, the checkers. So I decided to go ahead and stitch I'm going to stitch all around the blanket now to make sure all of this is in the right spot, and then I'll just make sure the blanket fills in the rest. So I went in and I did her slippers, and then came around and did the presents here, and the dog was really fun. Doggy's so cute. And then the last thing I was starting on was the floor. And there's so many colors in it. Like the reds, there's 3 different reds. One of them's a blend. And then there's a lot of colors in the dog. You just can't tell, but it really makes everything look really nice. I feel like somebody's at the door, or it's just randomly opening. It's weird. Yeah, I'll continue on with the floor, and this is what I'm going to be working on next. This is what I'm going to, if I stitch tonight, I'll be starting up on the stocking again. So I'm going to be of the floor, the book, everything surrounding this blanket. And then once I kind of get that done, I'll start on the blanket again. And then all I have really left is a lot of the couch and a little bit more floor. So we'll see how far I get. My goal is still to have this stocking fully finished and assembled to hang on the fireplace for December. So I gotta keep at it. Put another couple weeks in there. So in July, I basically did Joan, Elliot July and Jolly July. So this was a Christmas stocking, and then my next project was a new start, and it's Christmas. So I started Up on the Rooftop by Tilton Craft, full coverage project. And I'm happy to say that I think this project is going to look a little lighter than the picture, so far at least. I feel like when you look at this and try to see some of the details, it seems dark, but I want to say that just the blue area right here is a lot lighter than in the picture. So I'm stitching this on a 25 count, I think it's pewter even weave. And I got the whole first page completed. I couldn't put it down, so sorry. The whole first page is done. So there's the tops of the trees and the chimney with the smoke coming out, and you can see the little stars. And then, yeah, that's another little tree back there. And I really, really love 25 count 1/1 full cross coverage. It is so nice. I'm stitching my other full coverage that I have going on 28 count 1/1. Yeah, I'll never do that again. If I ever have another full coverage, it's definitely gonna always be 25 count 1/1. Although I have thought about, the only other full coverage I've ever seriously thought about doing is a stitching shelf by Amy Stewart. Artwork, Amy Stewart. It's a Heaven and Earth design. It's huge. And I was thinking about doing that tent stitch. So again, I'd have to figure out what's the best coverage for that. But 25 count is the way to go, in my opinion. And I started, what I ended up doing, I did the first square, and then I went over and did these 2 squares. Then I started down here, did the 3 squares, then over here, and I just went kind of diagonally to this corner. And I thought at first this was not going to be as confetti heavy as my Haid, but no. This area is, well, the snow was crazy, and this chimney was really, especially once you got to the lighter side. And I actually don't have one of these colors. I went back to Joann's again, and they're still out. So there's like little white specks up here, and that's because I'm missing that color. I don't have it. But it's really, really nice. I have about right here and up. So I'll make my way over. I don't know if I'll get to the Santa on the next page or not. I probably won't pull this out again until Christmas time. Maybe as a reward for finishing my stocking, I'll try to get another page in around Christmas. Although I'll have a newborn then, so. you don't know if I'll get much stitching time done at that point. I do tend to do all my stitching at night. I very rarely stitch during the day unless it's like a weekend and my daughter is taking a nap and my son's at a friend's house or something and I find some time. But other than that, I usually wait to do my stitching at night when the kids go to bed, and a lot of times I stay up too late stitching, but I can't help it. Once I get started, I just can't seem to put it down sometimes. And then there's other nights where I get like 20 stitches in and I'm just tired, so I don't stitch much at all on it. So it just depends on the day. Now, if 2 new starts wasn't enough in July, World Cross Stitch Day happened a couple days ago, and I decided to have another new start because what's been happening lately is there's a Joan's fabric basically on my way home or my way to my OBGYN. So whenever I have appointments, I've been tending to bring a pattern with me that I have to buy floss that I need for it. And the last time I went, I bought floss for my Coffee Quaker by Heartstring Samplery. And I saw people posting on Instagram that they were going to start something or do something special for World of Cross Stitch Day. So I had just basically finished up this page. I thought, well, I guess it's good timing, and I could just do a little bit before I get started on my stocking. This actually took me a good 3 to 4 weeks to do. Yeah, the full coverage takes forever. Anyway, I thought, well, why don't I just start it before I work on my stocking for a couple weeks? So I went ahead and pulled out Heartstring Samplery, Coffee Quaker, the Magical Elixir Series Part 2. So this is what that looks like. I am using the DMC alternative. Well, actually, I'm using my own conversion. I kind of switched it up, and I still might. There's still colors like in there that I'm not sure are gonna work. Like this, the one I'm most concerned of is this lightest color. I'm not sure if it will show up or not, but I'm doing my own conversion on that. But that's what it looks like finished, and I'm stitching it on 40 count Ren Newcastle linen, and I'm stitching it 1 strand of floss over 2. Here is how far I got on that. Uh-oh, my daughter just woke up. So I stitched all the words. First I drink the coffee, then I do the things, and then I am working on this motif right here. And this is about 3 days worth of stitching. And that's all I'm going to do for right now. I'm gonna put it away, start my stocking. But so I'm on this motif right here. Can't wait to have this done and hanging up in our kitchen near our coffee maker, because we like coffee around here. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna stitch on my stocking for a couple weeks and hopefully get a lot accomplished. we'll see. Maybe I'll try to just finish as much stitching as I can. Oh, because I still have to come up here and do the name and all the back stitching. So there's still quite a bit to go. Maybe I need to work on that for 3 weeks. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to stitch next. I do want to keep making progress on my Haid, so that might be something that I pull out. There's other projects that I have that I haven't touched in a long time, since I did Stitch Mania a long time ago. I don't even remember when I did Stitch Mania. I think it's 2015 maybe, or it could have been 2016. But I started a lot of projects then, and I finished a lot, but I think there's still a good 4 or 5 left that I haven't really put any other work in. So we'll see. I definitely have things I like to focus on and finish, and for the next 3 years I'm going to be working a lot on stockings to finish up all the stockings I need for my family. Oh, speaking of, I found another stocking that I liked, but it's out of stock on 123 Stitch. Seems like 2 new Dimensions Gold kit stockings came out, and one of them was a Santa Claus holding like a snow globe and doing this, and I kind of like that one better than one of the ones I planned on stitching for my son. So we'll see. Maybe I should just hold off, keep my eye out, because new ones might be coming in the next year or 2 as well that I like better. So we'll see. I have the first one I stitched for my son it's like Santa in a motorcycle with a sidecar, and it's really colorful and fun, but it's not anything like this. It's not even full coverage like this is, and it's not necessarily something that will grow with him as like he gets older and he's like a 16 or 17-year-old boy, and it won't match any of the other ones that I'm planning to do. So I'm being crazy. I'm going to stitch him another one. So I have his done. How's my daughter? I have like 1 or 2 more minutes before I need to get out of here. But I have his done, Ethan's done, my husband Trevor's is done. This is my daughter Tinsley's. Then I'm going to stitch the one for the daughter that's in my belly. Then I'm going to stitch one for me, and then I'm going to stitch another one for Ethan. So after this one, I still have 3 more to stitch. Yeah. So I'll be stitching stockings for the next 3+ years of my life. And then I can focus more on other things and maybe get these full coverage projects done at some point in my life. All right, I better get going because my daughter is ready. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all are doing well, and happy stitching. Bye.